Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away. Giancarlo Stanton now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just
the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And this is fouls at the plate. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Green 1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
3-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he got him. Here's Didi Gregorius. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming, and here it is. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. His line against Justin Verlander, he's 0 for 9. That's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Oh, and he reaches out for the fastball and drives it with authority the other way to left. And it is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Miguel Andujar.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Now that's popped up. Gurriel is under it, and that's the third out. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 3-0. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. In the air out toward right field. Judge is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, one man out. This one's down to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Altuve leads off second with one gone in the inning. And it's fouled away. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Popped him up. In comes Judge, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Batting fourth.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up one run in this inning.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Batting fifth. Left fielder.
In comes set. First pitch on the way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Hit down the third baseline. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. 1 inning in the books here. Stepping up now, Gary Sanchez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there. 1-1,
here it comes. popped him up. McCann is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Batting 8.
Striding in, Luke Voigt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. One out, nobody on. High pop-up. Correa has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit hard on the ground to short. Correa right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing. Leading off the inning, Yuli Gurriel. And they'll need him to get something going here. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Flores has it. And there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Tyler White. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline. So that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Dribbled up the line. But that one rolls foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ball 2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Reddick, a native of Georgia. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the 3rd inning in this one on MLB Network.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. High pop-up. Bregman over to his left. 1 out. Here's big Aaron Judge. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And that misses for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Missed with a slider. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Stepping into the box, George Springer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And it's 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Altuve is sitting on 499 career hits, so a small milestone of sorts could be achieved here. Here's the 1-1. Curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the. So stepping in, Didi Gregorius. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. First pitch on its way from Verlander. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And that's the first out of the.
Up next for the game.
So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
The last at bat, Natty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
Teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hard on the ground towards short. And safe at first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time, and we'll see how they want to score that.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Miguel Andujar is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0, and he'll get back in safely. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Bregman shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, catcher.
Standing in, Gary Sanchez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. 3-0 now. Hicks is off of first with 2 away. A swing by Sanchez, and this one soaring out into left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez as they stretch the lead to 5-1. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Now batting, first baseman, Luke.
In now, Luke Voigt. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He popped out in his first trip. Look out, 2-0 now.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gonzalez is there, and that's the 3rd out. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 5-1 Yanks. Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Line drive to left. Gardner is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. And he gets ahead 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Marwin Gonzalez waits on deck. The 3-2 one more time. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Once again a 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On a line, that's a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman, number 25.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And it's 1-1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Bregman has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Now the pitch. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Ball and a strike. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Popped him up. Gurriel is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The Yanks lead. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the 1st inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Torres picks it up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Stepping into the box, Brian McCann, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2. Ready now, George Springer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lynn steps into his windup. 0-1 on its way. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sass.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting,
Aaron Hicks will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear that that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Justin Verlander. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Number 63 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. No hits to this point. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Gary Sanchez We'll stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. 1-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, soon inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
This is line to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They lead this one, though. Riding in once again, Jose Altuve. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0. Here's a pop-up now. High hop, and he barehands it. Safe. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. It was a walk in his last trip. Lays off 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Drilled on the ground to short. Gregorius has it. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. They're down here 5-1. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Number 25.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Neil Walker is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Neil Walker.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brett Gardner. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
This is in the air out to left field. Gonzalez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A bouncer to the left side. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. Neil Walker will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 14.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
David Robertson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. 1. The 1-1 home. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Robertson pauses. Here's the 2-1. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in now, Didi Gregorius. He'll start us off in the 8th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left as it's now a 6-run ball game. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now because 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Drilled to the right side. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Andrew McCutcheon come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count is 1 and 2.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Still 1 and 2.
That's
And
ball
a
2.
fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2 and 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hicks leads off first with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Plate, Luke Boyd hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Swung on and missed for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Two and 2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. The Yankees do get one. Andrew McCutchen is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Greg Bird will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's a perfect 2 for 2. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
1 run, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. 1-1 the count now. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Took a wave at 1 around the shins with no luck.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now to the plate, Neil Walker. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Neil Walker.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Brett Gardner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
The 0-1 on its way. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike.
1 strike.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Giancarlo Stanton would be next. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Springer, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on top 7-1. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning.
Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. But this is going to get foul. The next 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Drives it the other way to deep right. Judge racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Marwin Gonzalez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Correa, the runner at second with one away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, although there are a couple of bases open, we'll see if they think about working around him. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Men on third with two down. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
7-1 the final today. New York hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Lance Lynn is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
One error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.